There, President Biden just wrapped up a rescheduled visit to Pueblo. He toured CS Wind, which is a wind tower plant that he was supposed to visit back in October, but that trip got postponed due to the Israel-Hamas conflict.
And this visit is part pat yourself on the back and also give a little jab to Congresswoman Lauren Boebert. 9 News political reporter Marshall Zellinger is joining us now from the wind tower facility in Pueblo. And so this was a planned event, Marshall. We knew about it, and we also knew that it was to bring some negative attention to Congressman Boebert.
Sure. Yeah, that's because the advisory from the White House announcing this rescheduled visit said that Biden would highlight how, quote, self-described MAGA Republicans like Representative Lauren Boebert are threatening investments, jobs, and opportunities. That's in relation to the Inflation Reduction Act. Boebert and all Republicans voted against that in 2022. Its passage creates tax incentives for companies like CS Wind that claims that they're going to hire employees that would get those tax incentives. The company, which is based in South Korea, says that it plans to hire more than 800 new jobs in Pueblo. The president toured the facility this afternoon, then gave a 23-minute speech with about 3 minutes dedicated to pointing out Boebert was against the bill that could lead to those jobs, remarks that included Biden making the sign of the cross.
The historic investments we're celebrating today is in Congressman Boebert's district. She's one of the leaders of this extreme mega movement. She, along with every single Republican colleague, voted against the law that made these investments in jobs possible. And that's not hyperbole, that's a fact. And then she voted to repeal key parts of this law. And she called this law a massive failure. You all know you're part of a massive failure?
She did tweet in August about the Inflation Reduction Act being a massive failure. And leading up to the president's visit, she has put out news releases saying that under Biden, his policies are crushing families. Typical stuff that you expect from political visits like this. However, I would say atypical in a visit like this is rescheduling something that you are specifically saying in your releases leading up to the visit that we are going to take cracks at the Congresswoman in her home district.
Yeah, interesting. And as you pointed out, this was a visit that was changed because it was supposed to happen weeks ago when the Israel-Hamas war broke out.
Yeah, and I, coming up on Next with Kyle Clark at 6 o'clock, I talk with Democrats and Republicans and even the governor about the idea of like rescheduling a visit. Did you miss your opportunity? Because that's a major something to cancel a trip for. And then say, okay, I know we had to cancel it because of this major worldwide conflict. Let's reschedule it and still do the same thing. So we talk about, is that a proper reason for rescheduling a presidential visit, and are presidential visits what they used to be?
That's a good question.
Good question. Well, we'll look for that later on. Thank you, Mark.